Hello, my name is Andrew Barnes. I'm here in Dubbo with the Orana Arts Workshops for the My Arts My Town competition, and I'm going to show you a few little tips and tricks to help you along with your video. The first thing you should think about when shooting your project is the key message, what you want to get out of the video. Being public art, do you need to talk to someone from the Arts Council or the council itself or the artist who has made the art? So just think about the end product before you just sort of jump straight in and shoot it. The next thing you need to think about is what you actually need for the video. Think about what shots you need to get, interviews, who you need to talk to, the appropriate people. Then start thinking about planning your shots, what day you're going to do it on, what time of the day, where's the light going to be, and think about logistics too. Do you have to travel? Can you walk to these places? So the more prepared you are, the easier it's going to be when you get to the shoot. Okay, you're up to the exciting part of actually shooting. What you need to think about for your interviews is trying to find the most even light you can get. Mobile phones and iPads are great, but they really hate contrast, so the more even the light you've got, the better your video is going to be. Try and get a dark background behind you and get some light on your face. Here we're using a bit of natural light. You can use a lamp, shine of a car, anything that can project a bit of light onto the face. Next thing you need to think about is your framing for your interviews. Always have your camera eye line with the talent. You can have the talent off looking angle, go across the camera if the interviewer is asking a question, or you can just do it straight down the barrel. When you're conducting your interviews, really listen to what the talent is talking about. You should try and conduct the interview first. So say for instance the talent is talking about the botanical gardens in Dubbo and he mentions how fantastic the pond is. You really need to get shots of that pond after it, and then those shots can cover over the top of what he's saying in the video, so you don't have to have him talking straight to the camera for 2 minutes, which is quite engaging. The next important part is probably the most important thing to think about is audio. Phones are really tricky to use audio, so you really got to think about where you're shooting at. If you're outside and it's windy, the phone will pick up the wind, so try and get a really nice quiet place inside if you can. And the biggest thing, don't have your finger over the microphone. Okay, you've got all your shots, you've got all your raw material. It's time to get a drink and sit down in front of the computer because you're probably going to be in front of it for a while. Really important to get your file structure right when you bring in your vision. So you should make a folder with your project name, another folder that says vision, audio, music, photos, and put the appropriate material into those folders. The more organised you are, the easier it's going to be. If you're cleaning your room and you can't find your shoes because your room's too messy, the same thing will happen to your shots, so that's really important. Laying down your shots, you should have a really good establishing shot of what you're talking about. Using the botanical gardens again, a nice wide shot or a pan to show the audience where you are is really important. Sequencing, making sure the shot's in the right order. If someone's throwing some breadcrumbs into the pond to feed the ducks, you don't want to have a shot of the ducks already eating the crumbs. You've got to think about the process of the person walking over, throwing the crumbs in is really important. Music choice is really important. Remember to use royalty-free music. Do a Google search, you'll find some of those. So think about the pace of the movie you want to create. If you've got fast music, you want to have fast shots. If it's a tranquil pond at the Botanical Gardens, some more softer music will suit. And you try and edit your shots to the beat of the music, and they'll be more pleasing on the eye to the viewer. Okay, so you finish your video, export it out to a file, watch it over yourself 2 or 3 times, get someone else to watch it, because you don't want to be not quite happy with your product when you send it in. So when you're completely happy, stick it on a stick and send it off to the competition, and good luck.